What is going on, guys? Clutch Hobo here, back with another video. And as you guys can probably hear, I'm really sick, so sorry about my voice. I'm going to try to get through this without coughing, no promises though. But anyways, today I'm bringing you guys a video on how to make an affordable setup, but still good quality. Now, a lot of the stuff on my setup right now is super expensive, so that's not going to be part of this, but I did get a new monitor today, and I also got speakers for my computer. And that's going to be included in here, and my PC itself will actually be included into this. So these are all pretty affordable items that you can probably get within a year of saving up at least. So let's just get right into it, guys. Alright guys, so the first thing that I'm going to show you for an affordable setup is your speakers. Now, I was actually a little questionable about these because I saw a lot of good reviews, some bad, but mostly good. So anyways, I had the Logitech Z313s, and these are going to come with a big subwoofer and two speakers and the little control remote. Now, you can get these on Amazon, and I have already hooked them up today. I tested all the quality. They sound really nice with music, with videos, anything that you're going to need them for. So a lot of the reviews were saying that they didn't like them because the speakers were lightweight. Now, that doesn't really make sense to me because that doesn't really matter. I mean, if they were going to complain and say because they'll move around on their desk, they have little rubber feet, so like when I push down on it and try to move it, it doesn't move. And a lot of people said there was too much bass, which I haven't had that problem, but even if you do, then there's an easy fix to that. Download an audio mixer and go to your audio mixer and just turn down bass and turn up treble. I mean, it's not that hard. So the complaints that I saw were simple fixes, so I don't see a big problem with these. And I actually think they sound really good for their price. They were only $33. Now, these basically sound better than my Beats Bill, so I mean, I think it's a good deal. You guys should definitely check these out if you're considering getting some speakers for your computer. And I'm pretty sure, I think this is Logic's recommended product on Amazon. Logitech's, sorry. I was just listening to Logic earlier because that's my alarm to wake up. The subwoofer, I have that down on the ground, and then I have my two speakers on either side of my monitors. The subwoofer is actually really big with these. I was not expecting it to be that big, and the remote is attached to it, and then it leads up. So the remote chat cable has a little port for a headset, so you just plug your headset directly into there, and then you don't have to reach it to your PC if your PC is out of reach. Now mine's right here down at my feet, so I could reach my headset cable there if I needed one. They have an easy little on-off switch on the remote and a volume mixer on there. So I recommend this product. I think it's really good. You guys should definitely check it out. I'll leave the link down in the description below. Alright, on to the next thing. Alright guys, we're back, and now I'm going to show you guys the PC, and I'll actually go ahead and show you the speakers and the subwoofer hooked up. So let me go ahead and do that first since I already did the speakers. Alright, my desk is a little cluttered right now, so I apologize about that. I was cleaning up for the new monitor. It's not here yet, but it will be here later. So that'll probably be the last thing that I show in the video because I gotta wait for it to get here and then I'll cut it to it. So anyways, here's the speakers. Got one right there. Got my left one over here. And then here's the little remote that I was telling you about. See, now that has the power on it, and then a volume mixer and headset port right there. And last but not least, here's the subwoofer. Now, my hand's pretty big, so just to show you an example of how big it is, it's a pretty decent sized sub. So I have that set up down here. Now, moving on to my computer, here it is. It's a CyberPower PC. I will leave the link to it in the description below if you guys want to go check out more of the specs and everything. But just to run through, it has an AMD processor. I believe it's like 3.5 gigahertz quad core, and has some pretty sick LEDs in here, so that's pretty cool. AMD graphics card. 8 USB ports. The back of it's really cluttered with wires right now, so here, I'll go and show you it. So see, plenty of ports. It has a VGA and one HDMI, which that's what I was kind of disappointed about. I wanted 2 HDMI rather than an HDMI and a VGA, but that's what I got, and I can't complain. I mean, it was a really good price. I got it for $430 at Nebraska Furniture Mart, which is a really good price for a gaming PC. Now, one thing about this gaming PC, if you're really into PC gaming and you're going to be playing all the really good graphic games, I probably wouldn't get this one unless you're going to add a graphics card, because one thing is the graphics card in this cannot handle the newer games that are super high powered in graphics wise. So you might think about that, but for what I use it for, which is basically editing YouTube, it's perfectly fine. So here's my fans down here, and then it has an easy access button right here for LEDs. So green, this one's color changing. Yeah, it takes a while. Yellow, purple, white. Oh, that's the color changing one, my bad. White flashing, solid white, and then blue. So, I mean, it's a pretty good PC. I would run you guys down more on the specs, but most of you are probably just, if you're interested in the computer, are probably just going to click the link anyways, so I'll just let you guys go look at that. I don't want you guys to think that I'm selling you some crap on it. But it comes with Windows 10, so that was good. I wanted to make sure that I got Windows 10 on it. So anyways, guys, we'll go ahead and get into the monitor review and everything. I'm actually going to unbox that for you guys too, since I haven't got it yet. But I'm going to do a setup video when the setup's complete. Sorry about my room right now, it's a little messy. So I'm going to clean up my desk and everything, and then I'll do a setup video probably about next week, so keep an eye out for that. And let's get right into the monitor. Alright guys, we are back with the monitor now. Now, I apologize, it did actually take another day to get here. I don't know why. I had Prime 2-day shipping free, but it took 3 days to get here. So I'm not getting this recorded until the next day. But anyways, let's just get right into it. I have the box right here. I haven't opened it yet. Now, the reason I say this monitor is affordable, it is 23 inches, so it's really close to what everybody wants, which is 24. And it's a 2 millisecond response time instead of 1 millisecond, but I don't think that makes a huge difference. Also, it is LED backlit, 1080 HD, and I believe it has an HDMI, DVI, and a VGA port. So anyways, let's just get this thing unboxed and I'll show you guys it. If you were wondering, it was $108, started at $128, but it has a $20 rebate with it, so if you send that in, you get $20 back, and it's $108. Now, just try not to cut myself here. You guys know, if you watched any of my other unboxing videos, I have a ton of knives. Actually using a Gerber strong arm today. It's pretty cool. Anyways, let's get back to what the video is actually about. So, let's just open this here. Alright, so if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the box, away from the styrofoam and everything. So we will be right back. Okay guys, so I got the monitor out of the box. Here it is. You do have to assemble the base. Like, it's pretty much basic with every monitor. You're going to have to assemble the base. It's not that big of a deal though. So here you go. It has a 50 million to 1 high contrast. Doesn't mean anything to me, but may to you guys. And earphone jack, Energy Star rated. I think most Asus's are. The buttons are actually on the bottom. Now, if you have a triple monitor setup like me, that's very convenient, because if they're on the side, then you basically have to have them on the corresponding side to where you can still get to them. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and assemble the base. I'll show you the other things that comes with it first. You have your power cable, and is this the VGA? Yeah, then your VGA cable. And I believe there's one more in here. Let's see. DisplayPort cable. Yeah. So there's that. Then it has your base. Your rebate is in here, and the user manual. Alright, so I'm going to get this assembled, and then I'll give you guys a closer up shot on it with all the paper off and everything. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, we have it all assembled, and I will say I actually really like the texture on the back of this monitor. It's not a big factor. I mean, I'm picking a monitor, obviously you're not going to base it off the texture of the back of it, but I do like how this one can't get fingerprinted up as much. Now on the front frame it can, but it's a lot easier if the back isn't, at least, because then you can like hold it by the back when you're setting it up. And I don't know, this monitor is really clean, really nice for $108. That's honestly a good price, and it's a good gaming monitor. Like I said, 2 millisecond, that's going to be the biggest factor that you're going to put into it, because you won't have that motion blur when you're running in game with a monitor like this. And it does actually have the Asus Game Ready in it, so if you go through your menu settings, you can put up a hip shot dot on the monitor digitally. You don't have to get one of those shitty ones from the store or a decal or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get it set up, and then I will give you guys a quick preview, and I say quick because, like I said, I will be doing another video over my whole setup eventually, probably next week, so keep an eye out for that. But I am going to go ahead and set it up, and I'll show you guys my setup so far. I did get a couple new things, so it looks pretty nice, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. I got it all set up, and now keep in mind, my setup is not finished. Now, I say that because I'm not pleased with it. You guys may think that it still looks cool, I don't know. But anyways, I'm not finished, and there's a couple things that I want to show you. Now, one thing that isn't done yet is my computer. As you can see, the stand is currently made of the styrofoam that the computer came in and a keyboard tray. Now, I am building a custom stand, so I will get that done before I do my setup video, because I want the setup video to be done. I want it to look good, and yeah, you probably understand if you have a setup like this. Now, here's the new monitor over here, and the reason I put it over here is, like I said, Asus puts their buttons on the bottom, which is really nice. Here's another Asus that I have. Now, for some reason, I decided to get a BenQ 2 years ago, I think. No, it's been a year. But anyways, they put their buttons on the side. Now, as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of desk space, so they're kind of right up next to each other. So you can see where having the BenQ on this side would cause some problems, because the buttons being right in here, I couldn't power it off and stuff. But that's why I put it over here, because the buttons are still easy access. Now, as you guys see, this one is a lot lower. Now that is because it is a 23-inch, and one thing that kind of bugs me about this, which I still can't complain because it is a really good price on this, it doesn't move at all, doesn't tilt or anything, whereas this one can 360 turn, go vertical. This one can do it all, but that was a $264 monitor. And this one was a $200 monitor. Now, both of these have 1 millisecond response times, and they're probably the best gaming ones that you can get out there for a 24-inch monitor. So, sorry guys, I'm still very sick. Like I said, it's a day later from the other clips, and it's actually getting worse. But there's my speakers set up. Got my subs. Now, as you see, there's a lot of wires back here. I am going to try to find a way to manage some of those wires back there, but this is what we're rolling with right now, guys. I got this one as my home screen, so there's all my apps right there. Then over here, this is just my extended display, so I can have up YouTube and be editing over here or something. I really like this Asus monitor. It's awesome for the price, so you guys definitely should go check this stuff out. It's all rather affordable. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not gonna cost a lot, because stuff is very expensive for gaming setups, but this stuff is gonna help you get there a lot faster, rather than, you know, only rolling with one monitor for like 5 years while you save up money for another one that price. So I'm actually very pleased with this. I think it turned out great, and I can't wait to get the rest of this setup finished. Like I said, I'm gonna add a riser on this monitor so that it's the same length as all these ones, or same height, my bad. But you guys will see that in the last setup video if you guys come back and watch that. So keep an eye out for that. I think you guys will love the setup. Maybe some of you will want to pick off some ideas from mine. As you can see, I have a little desktop decorations here. I got a phase symbol over there, and then some Star Wars stuff right here. So my desk is kind of cluttered right now, as you guys can see. But we're going to get it all set up and good for the video. So definitely come back and check that out. And thank you guys for watching. As always, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one.